Alright, starting.
Oh,
Alright, we should be live.
we are live, sir.
Alright. Alright, everybody. Welcome to the Distracted Gamer Podcast. The only podcast that has the two sexiest fat men on YouTube today. You got Eric, Black and Blue, 19? Did I get it right?
You got it, and I still kept that sexy fat swag in the whole process.
Hell yeah. And then you have the sexy fat guy number two's brother Joel today as our special guest. Sadly, our little cuddle bunny Kevin couldn't be a part of it today. Yeah, school sucks.
Oh, school.
We love him though. This would be like a part where we just play like a Sarah McLachlan song, like slow motion picture of him.
Should we start singing "In the Arms of an Angel," or can we just let our imagination run wild?
We'll just let our imaginations. It'll probably get cut in later.
Oh man, I was really looking forward to seeing that.
We could do it. Maybe at the end.
Get your wife to just start singing it for us.
She was. She's in across the room singing it right now. Oh.
That was a good one. All right. So what have y'all been up to?
Well, as far as today goes, not a whole lot. Did a pretty boring 7 to 7 shift at my job. Came home. Been playing a little Batman Arkham Knight and chat with my bro.
Amen to that one.
Yeah, I've worked pretty much. Been editing videos, trying to get videos up. I got like, I guess you'd say 2.5 ready to go, and maybe 2 more just not even cut together at all yet.
So you basically almost have 5 videos up to upload.
Yeah, I got about 2 ready right now. Yeah, I got 2 ready right now. But the thing is for some reason I decided to jump ahead of myself and go with, finish one of them that was supposed to be like later on, supposed to piggyback off another one. I kind of jumped ahead of myself on that one. It was less editing, so I decided to do it first.
Oh yeah, get the easy stuff out of the way first. I still have a backlog of stuff I have to edit as well. My little bro here actually is we were talking I think it was like a month ago about you wanting to do like some kind of, it was either Twitch or YouTube, but basically like a channel in which you're streaming Magic the Gathering.
Indeed, indeed.
So let me ask you a little quick get to know our special guest. So how long have you been playing Magic?
I've been playing for 18 years now.
And how long have you been on Brother?
Way too long.
That was a good answer.
That was pretty good. So, let's say you were to have your channel like official, like up and running. You had all the equipment. We don't need to get into the specifics, but
Right.
Basically, what kind of format would you want to play?
You mean in like modern standard type of way?
Sure, yeah, and in the simplest form, so those who don't play understand.
Definitely standard, only for the fact that, us poor people have to stick together. And it's a lot cheaper in standard for Magic than it is in Legacy, Vintage, Modern, obviously.
Oh my gosh, that'll make you go broke faster than chocolate covered bacon.
One card in this stupid game could probably pay your rent for a few months.
Yeah.
Or more.
Yeah, they got like a booster pack or something I was seeing the other day. It's supposed to be like nothing but rare cards.
It's probably like a gimmick pack, maybe. Like they're probably nothing really.
I was watching somebody like open them up or something. I can't remember what channel it was, but they were sitting there. They were just opening them up and just going through them and talking about what's rare out of it.
Was it Pro Jared?
I think so.
Because that was the same one I watched. But, yep, Magic the Gathering. my brother here, he started playing before I did. I got into it, and I've been in and out of it for probably around 12 years. I haven't played in quite a few years, but if my little bro here does win, not if, but when he does get his channel going, we'll definitely have to plug that in somewhere in the comments below. But right now we're going to talk about games, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Games and everything nerdy, you know? You can't just stick to games. Everybody get bored.
Oh, my Lanta, we're going crazy.
Well, what you talking about?
Well, I had an interesting story since in various other podcasts I've been on, we've talked about Kickstarters and all that. Check this out. So there was a Kickstarter for a Dark Souls board game. Everyone here has heard of Dark Souls, right?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I heard it was insanely freaking hard.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous. Imagine if you will, like the RPGs that you would play normally, like the little troll creatures you kill the minute you leave town. Imagine if they were boss level difficult right out of the gate.
Holy crap.
Yeah, but the game is really good. It has a really convoluted and deep story. But anyway, there was a Kickstarter campaign for a tabletop game based off Dark Souls. The goal was to reach $72,000, and I think it was it started last month, or probably even sooner than that. It reached its goal in 3 minutes.
Wow.
$72,000 in 3 minutes, and that's just within the first 3 minutes. After a few hours, it was sitting at over $320,000.
That's one hell of a goal.
Should be able to see it right now.
Right? Oh my God, dude,
wow.
That's insane.
Oh, I heard that. What was that?
That's ringtone.
That is amazing.
It looks interesting.
There are 20.
That looks like it'd be fun.
Oh,
Complicated, the better.
Well, the thing is like I like Dark Souls, and if it's anything like the game, or if it's like a dice roll type game where that's basically like your attack and defense and special moves, I'm on board. But this
like magic to me.
this sucker still has a month left.
Oh wow! Kind of looks like Warhammer.
Yeah, that's what it kind of makes me think of.
Yeah. So here's a quick description. Players choose from a number of core character classes and explore dangerous locations full of monsters, treasures, and deadly boss fights. It sounds like D&D, basically. Designed specifically for the Dark Souls universe and introducing a number of innovative gameplay mechanics with world-class miniatures faithful to the rich universe. Blah, blah, blah. You can guarantee yourself Dark Souls the board game by pledging $108 or more. Holy crap.
Oh, that's it?
That's an expensive board game.
Let's see here. Board game is like $113. I see right there is like the board game itself.
Oh.
$106.
Let's get it.
Okay, $106 you get the board game plus all applicable stretch goals.
It goes toward being the... Basically, the money that goes into it goes toward like it being actually made.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like, they at least got the prototype, unlike some people.
Yeah.
That was like something I'd play.
Well, now here's the thing, though, too. Like, Dark Souls 3 literally launched a week ago, and now the board game got fully funded in 3 minutes.
That's insane.
So it kind of leads me into my first question: is that do you think people have entirely too much money to spend?
On some things, it's kind of, I think it is kind of to overkill, but the community itself, like, they do people would say the same thing about the Power Ranger Legacy stuff, people just buy it up, like a sucker,
Joel just put all the stuff in your background and he just nutted himself.
Yeah, I pretty much am drooling right about now.
Let me find a towel for you.
Hold on, I got it.
Yeah, like a man.
Like a man. That Samba in the background is absolutely amazing.
He hadn't even got to see like the Megazords and stuff like that I got off the side.
I'm a huge Power Rangers fan all the way.
You know, it's funny we're talking about Power Rangers now, so let's shift off of Dark Souls, the board game. I think we pretty much proved the point that $108 is a little excessive. We'll move to Power Rangers. They released the very first image of what Rita Repulsa is going to look like in the actual live, the live action movie. Thoughts on that?
Well, let me go ahead and pull it up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I just nutted myself twice in less than a minute. She looks like Poison Ivy's sister.
Yeah. I've noticed something about it. I hate the look, really, kind of, sort of, because, I love the Power Rangers. Sure, it was kind of childish, gimmicky, and stuff like that, but you still had, I would love to see the weird hair, Rita Repulsa.
Right.
But this right here with the gold and everything, I think I kind of know what they're going for, because you notice it's kind of like the Dragon Zord scales.
Right,
It's the same theme color as the Green Ranger, gold and green.
Right, I mean, 'cause she was the original holder of the Green Ranger.
Yeah. So they're probably going to go with like her as the Green Ranger. They're supposed to tie in closer together. Well, matter of fact, looks like the claws, the things on her claws, looks like dragon claws and stuff like that. That's pretty cool.
I'm very glad to see she doesn't have the Madonna boobs anymore.
Yeah.
Hey, I like them. The cones, the damn traffic cones, yeah.
You know what the fun thing is quick shout out to my boy Chris, DC Redia. He actually made a really good point on this. He's like, imagine Trakina from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy, and it almost feels like they drew some inspiration from there a little bit. Like she kind of has like that insect feel to her. Now keep in mind, anybody who's watched Role Models or pretty much or Pitch Perfect, that's Elizabeth Banks. Keep that. I think as far as Rita, I think she's going to do a really good job. I mean, if we really can't judge the performance based off an appearance, although it does look very Poison Ivy-ish, as Joel mentioned.
Oh yeah.
I think like style-wise, it's probably going to change throughout the movie, unless they decide to like just stick with like the straight-up, Killer Garden look. But I don't know. I mean, I'm really excited about this movie.
Oh,
I'm after this picture, I just hope it's just not Hollywood taking another shit on my damn childhood. I mean, the Ghostbusters, I'm still up in the air about. I wanted to go see Batman vs Superman, but I've heard so many good things, bad things.
Yeah, the ending kind of just shit on itself.
Yeah, I just didn't really bother with it. I don't know. I'll probably see it at like a dollar theater or something.
I mean, I got to go for free, so I really couldn't say no.
Yeah, I mean, if it was offered to me for free, I'd go. I mean, it's like a 3-hour movie. I mean,
yeah, pretty close.
Yeah, what I understand, it's like a clusterfuck of like 3 movies in one. They could have just broke it up and just been about their business.
See, the problem with that, and this is primarily on DC's fault for basically trying to compete with Marvel, is like, hey, we're going to release these movies coinciding with what we're releasing, and that's their problem. They're trying to cram as much as humanly possible in this because Marvel already has 2 Avengers movies and at least a sequel per main character by now. DC has nothing, so basically within this one movie, they needed a new Batman. They needed to introduce Wonder Woman, and they needed to throw in Darkseid. Or no, was it Apocalypse? I don't remember.
It was Doomsday.
Darkseid or Darkseid would be DC. So yeah, Apocalypse is.
It's either Doomsday or Darkseid or Dumbass or Dipshit. I don't know, but they tried to do so much in a 3-hour movie and set up a Justice League movie in the process.
Well, I'm telling you right now, the build-up to the movie was not worth the wait. The first 2.5 hours, pretty much, it felt like, was just everyone crying about everybody. And then Martha. Like, Martha! That movie made me tear up because that part just made me cry out of pity.
Thought of each other's mama.
Now, the big question, and the one I'm asking everyone who's seen the movie, because I haven't seen it either, is Ben Affleck a decent Batman?
Yes.
I heard he was an awesome Batman.
You did a phenomenal job.
That's all that matters.
A lot better. I was very scared when I heard it. I'm like, Daredevil's going to be Batman now? How is that?
I want to associate him with Daredevil. He fucked that over.
There's only one Daredevil, and it's on Netflix.
Which I still have yet to see.
Oh, there goes your weekend right there.
Yeah, I mean, nah, not your weekend. That's like almost...
Man, I guess I'll never be able to see my kids again.
That's more than a weekend there.
Oh, well, and there's only like, what, 20 episodes, maybe? 26, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, but he said he didn't see any of it, so I imagine he was talking about, like, season 1 also.
Oh, yeah.
Marathon, I mean, that's just dedication. You can do the whole thing in 24 hours if you really want to do.
Jeez. I have a job too, you know.
Just dig yourself out a little hole in the couch and just, get a mini fridge and, you're good to go.
Yeah, I'll just never move for the next week.
I don't see a problem with this.
You're right. You know what? It sounds very relaxing.
Oh, boy. So, Andre, what do you got for us, bud?
Another thing that popped up recently, I guess it's just like a new big thing for everybody. Basically trying to bring back classic consoles. Coleco announced that they're still going to go ahead and have another ColecoVision 2. But, instead of, they're actually going with a company instead of Mike Kennedy's retarded ass, Somebody actually can do it and actually put out products before. But the other day I was told from a news feed that they were going to do a Commodore 64 reboot.
They've been talking about that for years, dude.
This old piece of shit I can't even sell.
I'll give you $5 for it.
Just give it away. Give it to Goodwill.
It cost me like $40 in shipping.
Dude, I got a crisp Abraham Lincoln with your name all over it.
Yeah, but see,
I'll pitch half of that.
On Indiegogo right now, there's the 64 computer handheld console.
What the hell? Are you kidding?
Haven't they ever heard the past should stay in the past?
Well, thing is I mean, they only got 40,000 right now. I think they were at 40,000 last week. I mean, when it started. So, I mean, it's not really anything that really would interest me. I mean, nobody. You have to be a retro classic computer nerd gamer to really be interested in it. I mean, it's a nice thing. Wow. But I wasn't into the Commodore 64. It was a computer. It was, I don't feel like typing in the shit to, programs and all that shit. And I prefer.
Just admit it. We're all just too lazy to do it.
Yeah, I prefer my my classic, old NES. You just plug it in, slap a game in it, give it a blowjob, and play.
The good old blowjob.
Of course, I don't have to do that no more because the blinking light went.
Oh, man. I still got my original Sega. That's as far as I go.
Oh, I got the original Sega.
I bet you do. I would hope.
Well, I got a Genesis. I don't have a Master System. Or the, was it Sega something other that was in Japan?
There was a lot of things.
Anyway, I mean, I guess they're trying to go off the nostalgia feature itself to it. I'm actually getting messages right now. People's talking about there's no chat. Yeah, I didn't enable chat in it because this was actually going to be cut later and edited together for full podcast. Do y'all think I should go ahead and add chat or something?
Leave it alone.
We'll fix it in post. Don't worry. Love you.
Yeah. I appreciate y'all watching, but yeah, we might next time around we might do that, but yeah.
Message us. We have Facebook open, and then we'll do it that way. So it's your open invitation to Facebook messages your questions.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear my phone go off like crazy. I got Twitter popping up and freaking Facebook going off like crazy.
Oh, God, not Twitter. Twitter.
Yeah, I'm not a Twitty.
I can't stand Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I got to have more fucking characters to actually write what I want to fucking say.
Nah.
Especially, like, you know, my cable company. This is funny. This is the off-the-wall thing. Like, when I'm having issues with my internet, they would not, you know, I'd have issues getting them to answer the phone, or whenever they did answer the phone, you know, actually help worth the damn. So I was just like, okay, I got this. You know, they keep putting out there the social network, you know, follow us on Twitter, you know, talk to us on Twitter. So I just basically took a picture of what speed my internet was running at and posted it on their Twitter. And within like 5 minutes, I had a response from them asking them to call for me to call, so they fix it. So here's a note to anybody: if you're having issues with any company, make sure you post the issue you got on their damn Twitter or their Facebook. You'll hear from them quick.
Oh, they don't like that at all.
You basically just called them out and just like, hey, you ain't nothing but a piece of shit.
Hey, you know, progress is progress, I guess.
Yeah. All right, anybody else got another topic?
I actually wanted to kind of piggyback off your Commodore 64 one real quick. That's something that they've been, well, they first talked about a reboot like 6 years ago. They were going to basically release a brand new computer that ran the original as well as newer games that were going to basically branch off and be its own thing. And that never worked because it never got funded. And to be fair, from the very little Commodore 64 I have played, I don't understand the appeal. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple good games. I haven't played them. And as for anyone out there who's watching that's a huge fan of the Commodore 64, play Mega Man on one of those earlier consoles, and you're going to see just how much of a piece of shit it really is. That's all I've got to say. That's all I've got to say about that.
All you got to say about that?
How about that right there now?
Now you got a pretty mouth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
I was just reading what it says. It says it, you know, what it includes. You know, it's like the Commodore, like you were saying, you plays the old games, has a cartridge slot, you know, has cartridge slot, and instead of the damn RF out, it has an HDMI connector out. I mean, aren't you special? I mean, and USB jacks and audio jacks and memory cards. I'm like, yeah, I'm not into it.
Catching up with the times.
So I got something we can talk about that you brought up, and that would be Microsoft's response to Sony for basically saying, hey, why don't we open up our servers and basically have one big conjoined server for everyone to use online.
Talking about Microsoft saying, hey, we're ready, let's go, and Sony's you just hear crickets.
Yeah, that's a terrible idea, in my opinion.
I don't think it is. When it comes down to it, I mean, if you could play, like, let's just say, if I'm playing my Xbox One and you have a game on your PlayStation 4, and I bought it for the Xbox One because I thought I had some friends that was going to play it on there, you know, I could still play you. Oh, Your brother just fell.
Oh, yep, I fell.
And he's up.
And I'm
That was a short count.
can't keep me down.
He has a family.
Look out, he's got a family.
But I mean,
Watch out for my kids.
So I just loved how Microsoft came out with wide open arms, like it's like they walked in like the lobby of Sony headquarters and they're just like with a T-shirt that just said "free hugs," except for them it was like "free internet for all," and Sony basically called security and booted their ass out. That's pretty much what it was. Now, I can see the pros and cons of both sides. The biggest pro, obviously, is the fact that I have friends and family that have an Xbox One that have similar games, and I can't play with them. Yes, I know. And I can't play with them online because we don't have the same console. And in that aspect, that it would be a really cool thing. But I also understand where Sony's coming from because they probably don't want all the screamers, screechers, and kids from Xbox land getting on their servers and causing all kinds of chaos. And then, there's the fact that they're going to lose money on Plus, and then you can pretty much kiss all your games goodbye because there's going to be so much hacking and all that nonsense between downloading back and forth. It's going to be insanity, but I personally would like to see like the possibility of Sony opening up their servers to Microsoft and them working on something together. It didn't have to be like everything is combined, They could have been like, hey, if you want to play Rocket League, we have servers you can play that on. Hey, if you wanted to play Arkham Knight co-op together, you can do that on these servers.
That would be sweet.
And then, as it progresses throughout the year, they start rolling out new ideas and like, hey, these people play games from these servers. Like, The Division is a good example. Imagine if you could play with your friends who have an Xbox One, you have a PS4. I mean, that'll boost the game entirely because Xbox has a killer online market. Or even better, just put everything together and just bundle everything in one huge price.
yeah.
Giant clusterfuck.
It has its issues, but at the same time, I think it would have its benefits.
Oh,
It
absolutely.
matters how it's done. I think, if Sony wants to be that way, Xbox just needs to holler at, Nintendo, because Nintendo's interested in it, so they just kind of go together and do their thing.
I wonder if Nintendo the whole time felt like they were the neglected kid. They're just like, we want to have the better internets. What about us?
Yeah. You talking about Nintendo? I mean, Nintendo's online services actually has not been bad with the Wii U. It's just kind of.
They've definitely improved it since the Wii. Let's put it that way.
See, I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't have a Wii. Well, I got a Wii now, but actually sold. I'm getting rid of it. But.
Well, let me put it to you like this: trying to play an online game on the Wii, you had a much better chance of having someone come over from a third world country to play Wii with you in your living room by the time you can connect to a freaking match or anything. The connectivity was so bad.
You ever notice how?
And the long console and friend codes are another story.
Yeah, I tried to do the 3DS thing. Fuck that. I'm not gonna enter like this big ass long thing. I mean, it's enough I gotta enter the shit whenever I want to download a game or something or add money to it on an account or some shit like that. Enter a fucking long ass code that's like what 20 digits now or something like that.
Like they're worse than the old NES cheat codes. It's like here, just put in a paragraph for your password code, whatever. It was a pain. It was so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Geez, just thinking about it now, I'm thinking of when I rented Super Mario Super Strikers. Great game. Now, imagine trying to connect to your friend. Now, this game allowed, I believe, up to 4 people co-op. That means you had to have 4 people with stable, strong internet that you could all connect to and enter in at least 100 characters of friend codes just to connect.
Hmm.
The math is... It's staggering, and just, no, you're better off just playing soccer outside, dressed as Mario and Luigi and Princess Peach.
I call Peach.
To play as? So you want to
absolutely.
cross-dress?
Dress up, I don't really care.
So you want to be like Bruce Jenner?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. I told the worst Bruce Jenner joke that I'm probably never going to be able to live down.
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, you do.
Alright, I kind of do.
Alright. So I was talking to my buddy Scott, and he, for some reason, brought up a satchel, and then he brought up Caitlyn Jenner. I'm like, well, those two have something in common. They both have empty sacks.
Well, that's not true. Not yet. He didn't have an empty sack yet, so he can't count that.
Oh, I thought
Oh, boy.
he was so legit.
No, he hadn't went full.
Oh, okay.
Because he's a chicken.
Oh.
Yeah, it kind of lets you know, it might be a kind of a BS kind of thing.
Well, let's put it this way. That Christmas tree still has ornaments on it.
Yeah,
He just wants
he
to
still
go.
has 2 silver bells.
Don't forget
Roasting an open fire.
What
So-
kills me, when I was a kid, he was like the athlete. He was like the world's greatest athlete, Wheaties, stuff like that. And then he, I don't want to get all political or belief system or whatever. It's just fucked up. He was literally known as the man's man, like the most manliest man there was. But in this right here, I guess the Kardashians will fuck up anybody.
He wouldn't even let the dog get, like, his nuts taken off without fake ones getting replaced. Like, it's stupid.
Thank you.
What? Prosthetics for a dog after he gets his nuts?
Yeah, he did not want his dogs to be without balls. Even if, like, it was actually neutered. He didn't want the look of no balls for his dog. But he wants to go and do this? Like, he's an idiot. Straight up moron.
Holy shit. What are you talking about? Sackless dogs?
It wasn't an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It was the only episode I ever watched.
Who
Distracted
wants to
Gamer
keep up
Podcast.
with them?
Distracted Gamer Podcast. Nutless dogs.
Hashtag nutless dogs.
Yeah, get to Twitter with that. Hashtag nutless dogs. Hashtag greatest podcast ever.
Yeah. And
Hashtag not.
So Joel, how about we talk about something you're familiar with? Let's go back to Magic the Gathering land.
Oh, okay, I'll get up for this one.
he wakes up for that.
Sorry, it's late night. I gotta be work nice and early in the morning.
Yeah, I gotta be up. I guess y'all's time would be 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yikes. Alright, brother, so what about it?
So Joel, a new set came out fairly within like the last month, I'd say.
Like 2-3 weeks ago, yeah.
Now for those of you, thank you. For those of you who are not familiar to Magic the Gathering, as I mentioned earlier and as he mentioned earlier, we're both fans of the game. He plays, I don't. I'm currently still on the fence as to where I want to play the game. Play the game, yes. Heavily invest, no. My brother here this is something he wants to turn into more of a career to play professionally, and believe it or not, people on the pro circuit make a killing doing this. I think top place was awarded in last year's Nationals. How much, Joel, were they awarded? I want to say $50,000.
For Nationals, it was 50,000.
Yeah, $50,000 for first place at Nationals, and if And if you do win like a local, and then they send you to another tournament about like a few states away, and if you qualify for nationals, local stores and businesses will sponsor you, and they'll pretty much fly you all over the world to play in the game.
Airfare to travel the world.
He's gonna travel the world with that cardboard crack.
Gotta love it.
Oh yeah. So the
That
newest. Go ahead.
I didn't even know that was a thing. Still, like, you know, like people doing it professionally.
Oh yeah, they actually used to have it on ESPN back in the day.
I remember it was a big thing for a while, like back in like early 2000s.
Oh, it's even bigger now than it ever has been. Like,
So.
it's like when bunnies do it and they just keep multiplying. It's just insane.
I love it how you basically compared Magic the Gathering to rabbit fornication,
Hey, it's always a comparison to something.
I guess. So I guess the question, or several questions I have, Joel, is the newest set that just came out is called Shadows over Innistrad. First of all, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate this set?
I'm assuming 1 being the worst.
Yes, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best.
I'd give it a solid 9.
Okay. I don't want to go into all the different card names because we don't have that kind of time, but
Right.
basically, for those who are not familiar with the Innistrad set, let's go back to when not Shadows over Innistrad, but when Innistrad came out many years ago. It's basically a horror-themed deck that was around vampires, angels, zombies, just all.
Wolves.
Yeah, and it was just this huge nod to Universal monster movies and horror. And I remember I went to the draft pre-release. Was it draft, Joel? Well, what was it?
It was just a sealed.
Yeah, it was a sealed tournament, which I ended up winning, and I pulled out some really good stuff. Now this, I guess, is a huge continuation many years later of that set. Compare Innistrad to Shadows over Innistrad. Which one is better and why?
The original Innistrad is better, but not by much. Only for the fact the mechanics in the original Innistrad were so much stronger that you could be so versatile with just about anything. You can take a lot of the crap cards and make such a good deck because you.
Basically, in a sealed tournament, if you pulled a Bloodline Keeper, you're almost guaranteed top 8.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Andre, have I lost you yet?
I'm deep in the woods. You know, I'm hearing banjos. Done lost cattle to my canoe and everything.
Run away from the banjos.
But it sounds good.
All right. So
We got here.
all right, so we'll wrap it up. So I watched a couple videos on the unboxing, and there's a lot of support for Madness decks. There's a lot of support for zombies, human warriors. There's a lot of support all around for different types of decks. We were talking earlier on Facebook about our different play styles, and would you say that this set best serves someone who is more strategic when it comes to their play style, or do you think it works against you?
I feel like, again, I'm going to throw that word out there, versatile, because again, with this set, I feel like if you're an aggro player, they have the cards to make a solid aggro deck. Same with control, mid-range, tempo.
Aggro dyke.
What?
I thought you said aggro dyke. I was like, an angry dyke? What?
Yeah, it's
The set is full of very
exactly what it said. Well, dykes are pretty angry, but anyway.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, they are. I mean,
Okay. As you were saying, Joel, are you done?
Yeah. I mean, I'm more of a control player, but at the same time, I like the little beats, like you know. Right now, I'm making a mono-white humans deck for a GPT qualifier or a GP qualifier next month, so I have the chance of winning $5,000 and getting a free invite to a GP in Pittsburgh. And it just won an invitational, and if that goes good, then I think my Magic career will launch from there. So I'm really hoping that that turns out well.
Well, that's cool. I mean, if you can make money off of that, that's definitely an awesome thing, because I know a lot of people that like used to play it. And I think a lot of them still do. I know there's the ones that still do it. There's a lot of passion to it.
I mean, if you can make a career off streaming on Twitch or with YouTube, I mean, do whatever makes you happy, just as long as you're fully aware of you're fully aware of where the financials are, and you're not really taking any huge sacrifices or losses in it. It's something that should be a well thought out process. But with all that being said, if Twitch,
well, I already talked to the girlfriend and the kids, and you know, she's like, well, what about the kids? And I'm like, free airfare. You're coming with me. She's like, oh, okay.
Well, it's like if someone asked me, they're like, hey, we're gonna pay you $400 a week to stream like Diablo 3 on Twitch.
Oh, I'm game.
I wouldn't have to think about it, and I'd have to then explain to not only my in-laws but my church what my career is, and then they're like, oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that. So,
welcome to the 21st century.
I guess. So, Mr. Sexy Dre, you got something else for us, or is that going to be it for tonight?
One last thing. I was wanting to do it. It's I wanted to know y'all's feelings on people actually taking somebody else's stuff, uploading it, and just doing a little, I guess you'd say, tutorial, playing somebody else's video. Like, let's see here. If I can pull up what I had a second ago. One of the things that's been going around is that Leafy is here. Little bitch, you know, he's basically what he's doing is basically taking he'll find somebody's video, download it, play it, and the whole time he's basically tearing them apart, making fun of them. And in reality, this guy's a little fucking emo bitch. You know, you look at his pictures, he looks like anybody got their damn underwear wrapped around their fucking head during high school. But let's see here. Here's like one of the videos right here. I'm going to get pop up. Yeah. See if I get the sound going.
Content on YouTube, right? And in the middle of our discussion, we got
this is the guy. I mean, I know I'm using his videos, but you know what? He does it. You know, he's just nothing but a little fucking asshole. I could be an asshole too.
And one of the favorites in that video is Keemstar raped me. Play it.
So he'll just sit there, play stuff like this, and like make fun of the videos.
I mean, just a really touching.
I mean, I guess someone will do just about anything to get some attention.
But then he's like, he made fun of this guy and like literally ripped this guy new and it's just fucking ridiculous what he's doing to people. And the thing is, he's making a shitload of money off of it too. I'll pull up his social blade and show you. I mean, he's making like about $1 million damn dollars a fucking year.
Wow. That's
Well,
Pardon.
well, I gotta be honest. When you were talking about this guy earlier, I went and did a little research, and it just, because I would hate to give someone that extra attention knowing they're gonna make that much money off of it.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting it already. I mean, that's the whole thing. The only reason why I wanted to bring it up, because this little bitch, I mean, it's frustrating. At first, I thought it, you know, somebody brought it up last night. I looked at it, and like I only watched like a couple of his videos, and I didn't really see much of anything that really offended, he might talk a little something about somebody. He'd like cut several parts of their videos. It was aggravating to a point, but then the guy that you see the picture of, the guy with the teeth. I hate to make fun of the guy. I mean, I don't know how to describe him. I think he's like wet something other, a wet one or something. He used to be like a really, really big guy. He lost like 200 pounds. I kind of feel him, feel for him on that. But that guy just literally tore him a new one. And then he did a response video of after he done made fun of him. And he was basically, I mean, after I watched the response video and then after I seen the video I just showed a few clips of, it'll tug at your heart a little bit, and you'll see, he has several other videos that's just, that's not even the worst I've seen that he did to somebody. There was like some porn star that supposedly is in love with him or some crap, and the whole thing with that is, he like, I don't know, I don't even want to go into what she's a porn star of, like the what happened. But if you want to watch his videos, go ahead and watch them. I'll leave a link to his page. But watch his stuff. I think a lot of people need to upload his stuff and do the same damn thing he's doing to everybody else. Basically, fucking social justice, let it fucking bite him right in the ass. Let's see here. I'm about to pull up his social blade right now and show everybody. See here. It says estimated monthly earnings. It's like 22K to 355K.
For just making fun of people. Okay.
Yeah, that's all he does. He makes fun of people. I mean, he even reuses. A lot of the videos I watched, he was reusing the same damn video of him playing a game. It's the same gameplay that he captured, or hell, who knows? He might have fucking stole it. He's good about stealing people's shit. But you see, I mean, it's like estimated yearly earnings. Supposedly he's like getting between 266K to $4.3 million. I'm sorry, you're fucking becoming a millionaire over this shit is ridiculous.
That is beyond retarded.
And I don't understand. I thought YouTube had a way you could report videos and actually, make it where somebody doing something like that, like literally ripping somebody new and hurting their feeling, like destroying them, they can stop it. But apparently not, because, I mean, they would have been going a long time ago, or, YouTube just loves the fucking money the little faggot's bringing. Oh, sorry.
Well, I've only seen a couple of videos from the kid, and I gotta tell you, I mean, he obviously knows his craft well enough to the point where it makes him a profit. In my situation, I look at someone like that, and all I can really say is that give him like about 5 or 6 years, and everyone around them wants nothing to do with him because he pretty much is the equivalent of, that small. He's part of that small clique of people who thinks that they're all funny in their own way, but then that whole facade wears off really quickly, and then people start realizing, oh no, it's not funny. He's just a dick.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to watch any of his videos because I enjoy my new phone and I don't feel like having to throw it across the bedroom.
And you can't argue with that logic.
You'll want to. I guarantee you. You'll want to fucking just sling the bastard.
Bullying was always a big thing to me in high school, and just hearing this really makes me edgy.
I think he was so edgy he left.
Oh. Oh.
I guess it upsets your little brother.
Oh. Hold on, I'll see. Well, anyway, yeah, like I personally don't understand how somebody, and I don't know how someone can actually do that, just to basically take a real human being and just not only humiliate them, but to degrade them and like almost dehumanize someone like that, just for the sole sake of popularity and making like in your channel. That's just a slap in the face.
Yeah. All right, my dog's trying to wave.
I
All right, now.
Oh, look at a little fluff ball.
Yeah, a little fluff ball. Well, I guess that's basically all I have for the night. You know, I'll leave it at that because
I think we got a good amount of stuff.
yeah. Pretty much, what I'm gonna do. We're gonna start doing it like this. Sometimes we'll be playing a game or something, and we'll add it in later on. But we'll have the uncut version if you want to watch it. Then it'll be shortened down to a better watchable format later on, with gameplay and stuff like that. All right. Do you have anything else, Eric?
No. I mean, I'm good for now. I've purged myself of all the rage. I'm not happy that Hillary Clinton won the primary for the Democrats here in New York. But I don't know. I'm also kind of indifferent to Trump winning as well. So I guess today's a mixed bag.
I figured both of them would win. You got a douchebag and a damn. I don't even know what the fuck to call her.
A criminal.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call her a proper woman because you can't even keep your fucking man happy, let alone how are you gonna keep a fucking nation happy?
Woman could keep
Oh,
man happy.
snap!
He's just
So-
a damn.
Then you got Donald Trump. You can't keep a wife. So how are we gonna fucking keep shit in office? Of course, I mean, what would make it? Now, this is going politics, but what if he got bored with us or something and just wanted to fucking get rid of us like he does his wives?
Oh my god, you can't even.
But like, oh, I'm done with America. Next,
America, you're fired.
I'll divorce you and then go find another country.
Politics are best left for CNN and all that stuff. I think it's.
Oh,
I think
that's all just nothing but a one-sided game.
Yeah. I think it's time to bring this episode of the Distracted Gamer podcast to a close. It looks like you're being beckoned.
Yeah, it's late for me. I got to work tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I got to get up tomorrow, too.
I got a half sleepy dog.
Mm. All right, good sir. I will start off this farewell by saying thank you so much for everyone who is watching. My name is Eric. You can catch me on my channel, Black and Blue 19 on YouTube. You can also catch me over on Twitch as Combo Breaker X. My brother, who decided that he was going to tap out a little bit early, as of right now, he doesn't really have a channel. But like I said, if something changes, we'll just pop that right in the link below.
Yeah, we're gonna put it in the comments so nobody read it. It'll just get buried.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right at the bottom of the comments, like, so where is it? Oh, it's there. It's there. You gotta
It's
look.
somewhere. Yeah, we at least gave you a shout out. You gotta find it. Nah, I'll put it in the description later on. Whenever it gets it, just remind me.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yourself, sexiest fat guy #1. I wish I will fight you for that title.
You got a long way to go. Yeah, not even Boogie can touch this.
Oh, that's something else.
All right, let's just go ahead and end it at that. I appreciate everybody watching again. Stay geeky.
Oh yeah. See you later, guys.
All right.